Throughout its rich history, the NBA has had plenty of all-time playoff duels, from Kobe versus Carmelo in 2009 to Larry Bird versus Dominique Wilkins back in '87. But I don't think we've had a sustained level of excellence back and forth from two such young players who have yet to hit their primes. And as we head into a Game 6 between the Jazz and Nuggets, it's already time to analyze what these two have been doing and why it's absolutely incredible. Donovan Mitchell became only the third player ever to score 50 points twice in a series, joining Michael Jordan and Allen Iverson, and that's some heady company. Meanwhile, Jamal Murray just became the first player ever to score at least 40 points back-to-back without committing a turnover. Let's break down some of their most memorable and interesting buckets so far in the best games of the series. I'll separate them into three categories: at the rim, floaters and mid-range, and three-pointers. Utah won't let a chance go by to isolate Mitchell on his center, considering there won't be rim protection once he blows by, but I'm still shocked by the double pump dunk he threw down in Game 1. I'm a sucker for a good inside hand layup, and in transition, watch how Murray uses his body as a shield before rotating in the air to flip the ball up over his head and softly off the glass. Mitchell demonstrates a textbook split of the pick and roll, and notice how he literally throws the ball in front and chases it down. Now, on the gather, he plants the right foot first, then rotates his body to face the camera, enabling him to glide right by the help for the gorgeous double pump lefty off the glass. I was really impressed with the footwork of Jamal Murray in Game 4. Watch how he shoots an off-foot floater with his left hand over the Stifle Tower and off the glass and in. I don't think you realize how difficult this shot really was. Royce O'Neal has been the primary defender on Murray for this series, and I wouldn't blame him for feeling shell-shocked. Check the footwork Murray uses. He scissors to get the left foot in front to attack, the ball bounces at the same time. Then he hops onto the right foot, pulls the ball back, then a high crossover explodes him right past O'Neal. Here's the same finishing footwork we saw Mitchell do. Right foot plant, rotate sideways to face the bench, and then jump off both feet to glide past Rudy Gobert of all people to lay it in lefty off the glass. I thought we were going to have a Mitchell on Murray matchup and got really excited, but then Rudy comes up the screen, leaving Donovan to attack one-on-one with Jokic. Study this move, young players. He tosses the ball in front and across to the left, then adds a jab step to the right. Now he's going to go off the one despite having another legal step at his disposal, and this isn't an ordinary inside hand layup, folks. This guy stretches, then flips it off the glass underneath Jokic's arm. He even kind of made it look easy too. Crazy. Murray and Jokic have some sort of freakish mind meld, and I like the quick double Utah throws at him to make him pick up the dribble. But Jokic releases the pressure and Murray is cutting as he's passing. O'Neal never knew what hit him, but Mitchell still has Rudy all over him. Watch how he slows the last step into the jump ever so slightly, jumps more straight up than out, and uses the inside hand reverse to keep Rudy on his back with enough clearance to flip it over his head. Wow. I'm always into a good spin move, especially if it's to reject the ball screen and leave your man behind. Jokic is in good position and forces Mitchell to extend his steps across the lane, tossing in this contested floating hook. While Ingles has been one of the Jazz's better on-ball defenders, Murray seems to take every opportunity he can to attack this matchup. His delay game is on point. Watch how he goes left to right through the legs, then replaces the right foot in order to accelerate. Less skilled players would just bring their trailing left foot across first. But to get this shot up and over Rudy is almost impossible, yet he makes this look easy. He almost had another chance for the duel, but Murray quickly gets screened off, and Mitchell has a similar opportunity as Murray to attack the big, this time with a gorgeous quick release one-handed finger roll around Jokic. And I have to tell you, when Murray uncorked this move, I stood up and saluted. First off, he does a spin move into a split of the defenders, leaving them completely in his dust. He's got Rudy in perfect position ready for him, and in one of the greatest displays of improvisation mixed with raw skill, he does the same footwork we saw to glide to his left with the right left, but instead, he spins in the air around Rudy Gobert into an inside hand finger roll. I have no idea if he'd ever practiced this shot before, but it was breathtaking in its audacity and just the way he made it look so effortless. Look how easy Jamal Murray makes everything for his teammates when being aggressive to the basket. It's just like how Honey makes everything easier when you shop online. Honey scours the internet for promo codes and automatically applies the best one to fit your shopping cart. As we head into the fall, I needed a new hoodie. So I went to finishline.com and easily found what I wanted and checked the savings I got with one click. This was as easy as the Murray finger roll on Rudy Gobert. Hey everybody, I had to come on the screen to tell you that you have a chance to win a $100 gift card from finishline.com. All you got to do is click on the link for joinhoney.com/CoachNick and you'll save a lot of money across the internet and have a chance to win $100. Who wouldn't want that? So click on my link, joinhoney.com/CoachNick, and save. Let's look at their mid-range games. In Game 5, with the weight of the Nuggets season weighing on Murray's shoulders, we finally get a one-on-one showdown between the two. Mitchell is excellent at staying in front. Does Murray get a little chicken wing out there? Maybe, but he still hits the right-legged jump, double pump pull-up off the glass. Give this man credit. Mitchell has been unleashed since Mike Conley missed the first two games, able to have free reign to create in organic ways. He's got to throw the ball a little in front in case Torrey Craig pokes it from behind, but that requires a quick low dribble with the inside hand to protect the ball from Jokic. A quick right-left up into the shot allows him to get it off just before the defense could block it. Again in crunch time of Game 5, on this missed dunk attempt, there is no time to be setting up the offense. Murray realizes it's just in time to spin around. Notice the right leg extends to control his in-air rotation, and he cold breaks the tie. This time it's Mitchell against Murray. Oh, why can't we get this every time down? And it's the perfect hockey stop, rotating the front foot in, dragging the inside edge of the back foot with pressure down into the ground for stability, then the hop back for an extra few inches of space over Murray's hand and into the basket. With each stop for the Jazz crucial, they put Donovan back on Jamal, and look at this vicious behind-the-back stop on a dime step back from 22 feet, leaving Mitchell to stand there and admire the arc of the ball as it nestles into the net. Watch how Mitchell attacks the switch of the pick and roll. They love going at Porter Jr., so he hits him with a skip dribble, then a hezzy, then another hockey stop to pull the right foot back into an 18-footer that drops clean through. And to end Game 5, Murray clears everyone out between the legs twice, and a simple inside foot 1-2 gets him rising up with a little fade and another mid-range deuce. But I think we all know these two make their money on the long-range bombs. And here's another example of Murray relishing his matchup with Ingles. He almost falls down decelerating after the crossover, but Ingles had to open his hips and take an extra 2 steps to stop. That's all Murray needs to rise up for this shot. Every so often, they'll get Mitchell off ball, and when Jeremy Grant loses concentration for a split second, Mitchell has the step. Why Grant goes under this, I have no idea, and Donovan is able to gather himself with the dribble before nailing this shot. The Nuggets will also get Murray off ball and utilize screens and handoffs too. Out of horns, they run him down to the baseline before getting a double pin down into a handoff. Total contact by the trailing defender, no call, but he still hits this shot while ending up on his backside. What? How? We almost got Murray guarding Mitchell on this one, but damn, the Jazz force a switch, and Mitchell uses the strong right foot jab step to open Grant's hips up. Then a quick left-right side step gets him another 4 feet of space to rise up and let this one swish. In Game 4, the game was tight late, and Murray found himself hopping into this open three when Rudy got caught 2 feet too low. While this game had already been decided, here's another of the precious few possessions with Mitchell versus Murray. And remember that hockey stop I broke down for his mid-range jumper? He does it dirty from behind the arc in Murray's face. But with the game winding down in Game 4, Jamal comes up clutch again with the left foot jab step into a drifting hop that covers 5 feet of space and somehow knocks this one down. Again, we almost got Mitchell versus Murray until they screen and forced Morris onto him. Check the right foot jab that forces Morris to back his right foot towards the basket. That's all the space Mitchell needs on the step back to swish this one easy. With Denver's season on the line and clinging to a 2-point lead, the basketball god sent them a sign, as this play should have been broken up into a steal, but instead, improbably the ball finds itself in Murray's hands for the easiest 3-point shot he'll get all series long. And then the roll too. But Mitchell had his own clutch moment. up by a mere 1 point under a minute to go. After just having had his shot blocked by Paul Millsap at the rim, he goes right back at him and hits him with the left-right through the legs, shuffling to the shot. Millsap is there to contest, but it doesn't matter, as this shot propelled them to the key Game 4 victory. As we move into Game 6, I'm cheering for the Nuggets, simply because I want as many games of this as possible. We've never really seen two sluggers go at it like this, and what's cool is that we'll have many more opportunities going forward with these young guns. But for now, let's celebrate this show they've been putting on for us, and hope it never ends. If you like this video, click the thumbs up button and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe for more playoff breakdowns coming up. We'll have at least one a day during the postseason, so turn on those notifications so you can be alerted right away. You in?